Hello, Paul McFadden here. So let's talk about the second part of leverage. Yesterday we spoke about leveraging money. Today we're going to talk about leveraging time, and then tomorrow, to complete the three parts of leverage, we're going to talk about leveraging people. So remember, the reason why we're talking about this is because if you embrace the power of leverage on all three things, from money, time and people, it's going to help you fast track your property goals. It's going to help you accelerate your property business. This is where you need to embrace really truly leveraging what's available to you. And today we're going to talk about leveraging your time. So if you think about it, one of the things I like to ask many of my clients is, what's your income target for the year? And whatever that may be, then we need to start to break that down and think about what activity, what deals we're going to do, what projects we're going to work on is going to help us achieve that income target. But the challenge we've got when it comes to time is much simpler than that. And where I want to challenge your mind right now is about you exchanging your own personal time and looking at the activities and the things that you're doing. So I'm going to give a couple of different examples. So first and foremost, we need to identify what is your hourly rate. Now, whether you're employed or not, we need to look at your hourly rate in your business in the sense of, when you exchange your time, for every hour that you're working on a task, on an activity, is it generating more than what your hourly rate has been set at? So let's say, for example, let's keep numbers super simple here, and it's easy enough for you to calculate. So let's say the average working week is 40 hours. All right, now the truth of the matter is, if you're working in your own business, or you're looking to try and put some extra hours in over and above whether you're employed or in your own business just now, and you want to make the transition into property, you're going to find time. Absolutely. Arguably, the less time that you have because you're in a full-time employed role just now, or you've got another business interest, but you want to get away from those into property, arguably you need to be very efficient with the time that you have. So this is very relevant to you. But let's say you've got 40 hours to work in your property business and property activities a week. And let's say you've got 40 weeks of the year, because the other 12 weeks you're going to take a holiday, take a break, chill out with family and do no work. Now we know that's not even going to happen, but let's just keep this simple. So 40 and 40. 40 hours a week for 40 weeks of the year. That is 1,600 hours. Now if your income target was £50,000 as an example, if you do 50,000 divided by 1,600, that would give you an hourly rate of £31.25. So when you do that little example there, you need to ask yourself, when you're about to do an activity, is this making you more? As if you do that activity, is it going to, that activity you're just about to do, if you do that, what's that going to cost you? I'll give you an example. Let's say it is getting your car washed, right? We all know that we can just take the car into a car wash and spend, what, £5 to have a quick car wash. If you want it valeted, it'll be like 30 quid, 40 quid, right? So in this example, it's going to cost you, let's say, £40 to valet your car. Now your argument might be, well, my hourly rate is £31.25, so I'll valet my own car because I'm saving £1.25. Well, that's not good use of your time. Do you get it? It's not good use of your time. You're as well as paying the 30 or the 40 quid to valet the car and have someone else do it, likelihood to do it to the right condition and to do a great job of it, it's going to take more than an hour. So you're better to outsource that. So you need to start looking at what activities, what daily things are you doing around the house? Cleaning in the house? Are you doing your own washings and ironings and dry cleanings? And are you going and doing all your own shopping and stuff and everything else? Because every time that you're getting drawn into doing these house chores, things that need to be done in your house, it's costing you money. It's costing you. And if you want to make £50,000 a year, in this example, every hour that you exchange to do something to try and save money yourself, it's costing you your income target. So you need to start thinking about how you use your time. This is where you get the ultimate leverage to turn around and go, okay, I'm going to outsource things. I'm going to start looking to see what I can start outsourcing straight away. Hey, if you're looking to make £100,000 a year, then your hourly rate in the same numbers here is what, £64, £65 an hour? So anything that's going to cost you less than £65 to outsource, you do it. You outsource it. You don't even think about doing it yourself. You use other people to do that. And we're going to get into a lot more of this tomorrow, but ultimately this is where you need to start looking at your time. And the best way of doing this is to literally outsource it, so it's going to cost someone else a lot less than it would be for your hourly rate. That way you can use that hour that you've saved or hours that you've saved to be more efficient, focusing on the income producing activities that's going to get you more than your hourly rate. A perfect example of this when it comes to developing property. A lot of trades come through our programs and I see this, and it's one of the biggest challenges I've got to change their mindsets around how they exchange their time for money. The reality is let's say they've got a trade and that trade is an electrician. In their mindset, and this is a battle I've got, is they're like, well, why would I outsource the electrical part of the job? I can do that myself. But you need to realize is that you, by doing it yourself, sure, you might save some money and you do the job to the best standard because you know what needs to be done, but you could easily have just employed or outsourced or brought in another electrical contractor to do that for you. Sure, it's going to cost you a bit of money, but it's freed up your time for you to do all the activity you did in the first place to find the deal, because your focus should be on raising finance, sourcing deals, building your network. Those things are going to make you more money than it would be for you exchanging your time to save some money by doing the electrical work yourself. And that goes for all trades. A lot of people who get involved in property, their mindset is, on my first property deal, I'm just going to get involved, I'm going to fetch the materials, I'm going to go and pick all the paint, I'm going to pick up the materials, I'm going to get involved, I'm going to go and project manage it myself, I'm going to get involved with all the trades, I'm going to get hands-on. Nothing's wrong with that, but just understand and know that you're now exchanging your time when you could be paying other people to do that at a lesser rate, which is actually going to be saving you money when you go and focus and put your time and energy into what truly matters, into the right income producing activities to help you grow your business. This is where you need to really start to value yourself, but more importantly, value your time. And by doing so, you'll think twice before you go and exchange your time by doing anything. This is key and something that you should really be aware of, especially when you're thinking about your income targets going forward. How are you using your time? So we've covered how to leverage money, which was yesterday. Today, leveraging time, and tomorrow we're going to get into the ultimate leverage, which is leveraging other people. So stay tuned and I'll catch you tomorrow. Bye for now.